All right, I had another question about stationing lines. The question was, when they tried to export the stationing to a KML or KMZ file, none of this symbology goes along with it. And that's a reflection of KML files. Symbology of lines won't go into a KML. So the question would be, can you create these little lines and attribute them to be stationing? It won't. I don't think you can get the markers. Maybe somebody else knows that, whether or not you can get these markers in the symbology to become actual lines. Obviously, you can go and manually create lines and like zoom way in and draw a line right where that line is. It may not be 100% perfectly accurate, but will probably be good enough. Another idea would be to create points. Point feature classes will show up and they'll export over into a KML file. And you would have little points that would have the attribute at least for a station. So let's go ahead and do that here. Let's see, so I'm gonna go ahead and create first a feature class. We're gonna go to view, catalog pane. I'm gonna go to our feature class. I'm gonna create, we'll call it station points. It's going to be a point feature class, and we're going to have station as a field. It's going to be a text. It's not going to be a number because we need to be able to make the stationing look like this. Okay, I'm going to just say finish. All right, we now have these station points. We're going to go to edit, create, and we're going to create these station points. And we're going to create points along a line. We're going to select our route. There it is. And we are going to be labeling from the left to the right. We'll add a point at the end of the line. It's going to, we want to create points. If you look up here, these are equal distant, varying distances. We want equal distant. And we're going to assume 100 foot. That's a typical station distance. It's in feet. And we're going to go ahead and hit create. All right. Now every 100 feet, it created a point. All right. And if we look at the attribute table, you can see it created all of these points. Zoom to the first point here. All right, and so let's say we wanted that station to be 100 since it's 100 feet from the start. This at least will do simple stationing. I'm sure we could mess with the calculate function to do maybe a little bit better stationing. But let's at least let's do it this way, and we'll station it. We'll start with 1 plus 0, 0, and then go all the way through. So we're going to use the calculate tool here. Our field name is going to be station. We're going to keep the expression type Python, and we're going to go to functions, and we're going to pick the sequential number function. This function returns, it would do a straight count. Before we do that, we're going to clear the selection. So it would do a straight count. It would start with 1, and then it would have a +1 interval, and it would return the sequential number. We're going to do one better than that because we want it to be expressed as a station. So we're going to say station equals, and since this is starting out up here, when rec was defined, it's a number. We need it to be a string, because it's going to be a text. So we're going to string rec, and then we're going to add onto it, append or concatenate onto that plus 0, 0. Alright. This first if, the whole point of this, it's saying if rec is 0, which it was already defined to start with 0, then rec equals pStart, and pStart was defined to equal 1. So now after this, rec equals 1. So this will mean station equals a string of 1 plus this string here will get added to it, plus 0, 0. Okay. Now there's an else statement here. So if string did not equal 1, or rec equals 0, then you would have rec equals the interval. So it would look, if rec equals 1, it would take what the current rec is and add 1 to it. And then it would return rec. So given that this else statement is there, this would only station the very first one. It would put plus 0, 0. 1 plus 0, 0. And so let's try it. And then all the other ones will probably just be the individual integer. Let's try it and see what happens. It didn't even do that. It didn't even add the plus 0, 0 to it. Oh, because we didn't add let's return rec. We actually want to return station, which we just defined up here. And now station would be undefined for all the rest of them. So it gives us an error. So for this one, we're going to say, just like this, it's actually going to be exactly the same statement here. We're just going to copy and paste it there. And we're going to return station instead of rec. There we go. Let's see what happens. There we go. That worked perfectly. Everything is now stationed. And we can go to our route symbology. We have this. We have the shape marker. We're going to just turn that off. So we turn off our old stationing that we made before. And then we can label those points. There we go. And you could, change the point symbology. It's a shape marker. You could do, maybe you want it to be smaller so you don't see it too much. But now you have stationing, and these are with a point feature class. Something that this method falls short on, that we'll have to make sure we adjust for. If we look at the length of this station, of this line, we can see that the total length is 2398.755. So it's not actually 24 plus 0, 0, which is exactly what the stationing did. It was just auto incrementing plus 1 and then adding the 0, 0. So this is, and we have a point at the end of the line. So it's accurate for all of the points except for the very last one. So instead of this being 24 plus 0, 0, although that really looks right, it's off by 1.25 feet-ish. So technically that station should be 23 plus 99, we'll say. Or not, it should be 23 plus 98.75 in any case. So we can fix that as well. We just have to do it manually. So we'll go into our stationing here. We know that that last point is the wrong one. So it's going to be 2398.75. So that is the proper stationing. For that one, we're going to hit edit, and we have to get off of that, and we can click save. And now we can go ahead and export this to a KML. And we're going to do that using this layer to KML tool. If you can't find it, you're going to go into the catalog or tools, just type KML and hit enter. And there it is, layer to KML. We need a couple KML. We want both the line and the points. So we're going to do, first we'll take the route. And I already saved it, but I'm just going to show you. It just automatically labels it KML. We'll just call it route. Alright, and then hit run. Okay, that one created, and then we'll do the same thing for the station points. We're going to pick the station points. You already have it here, but you pick that. Say yes, sure, and run. Okay, and now let's see what that does when we pull it up in. Alright, so we have our folder here, and we're just going to go into the KML where we saved it, and we'll open up both of these. And this is what it looks like. It even has the correct stationing here. Or it already starts by showing you that attribute of station. You can see the 23 plus 98.75 shows up just right. So that's exactly what we need. You can Google Earth's come a long way. The way that you can even see it in Street View, you can at least see the line, even though the line doesn't show stationing. Let's see what I don't know that it will actually show the station point. Yeah, I mean there should be a station point around here, but it doesn't show up in Street View yet. I'm sure in the future they'll probably make it work, but you know, there's the stationing in the regular view. All right. Thanks for watching, and if you need anything else, let me know. And if you want to work with Big Pine on your projects, we specialize in wetland delineation, archaeology, anything really having to do with NEPA analysis we can help with. Help you plan infrastructure projects with environmental permitting, all sorts of stuff. Reach out to me, Justin Johnston. Visit us at bigpineconsultants.com, and I look forward to hearing from you.